Someone at work just asks you to do something. You don't have the time, you're already overwhelmed, and honestly, it's not even your job, but you say yes anyway. Because saying no in English at work feels like you're being difficult, like you're not a team player, like you're putting your career at risk. So you take on more than you can handle. The quality of your work drops, and you quietly burn out. By the end of this video, you'll have 4 types of no, each one for a different situation, each one you can use starting tomorrow. Speak Up, the show for non-native professionals who are fluent but still feel like something's off at work. Every week, real scenarios, real phrases, real confidence. Let's get into it. Alex is working on a high priority deadline. A colleague named Jordan walks over with a new request.
Hey, Alex, I know you're busy, but could you help me put together the slide deck for Friday's presentation? I'm really struggling with the data visualization section.
Sorry, I can't. I have too much on my plate right now. Jordan walks away. The conversation was over in 5 seconds, and somewhere in Jordan's mind, Alex got filed under not helpful.
Hey, Alex, could you help me put together the slide deck for Friday?
Sure, of course, I'll figure it out. Alex takes on the task, stays late 2 nights. The deadline on the original project slips. The slide deck is rushed. Both pieces of work suffer. Saying yes when you mean no doesn't make you a team player. It makes you unreliable. 2 approaches, both wrong. A hard no, delivered without warmth or an alternative, signals that you're not invested in the team's success, even if you're completely right to say no. A yes you can't deliver, taken on out of guilt or fear, ends up hurting everyone, the colleague, the project, and you. The goal isn't to always say yes, and it isn't to always say no. The goal is to say no in a way that still makes the other person feel respected and still makes you look like someone who cares about outcomes. Let's see what that looks like. Same request. This time, Alex uses 2 different types of no, depending on the situation.
Hey, Alex, could you help me put together the slide deck for Friday?
I'm heads down on a deadline that's due Thursday. I won't be able to help with the full deck. What I could do is take a look at the data visualization section specifically on Thursday afternoon, once I'm through. Would that work for your timeline?
That actually works. The data section is the part I'm most stuck on. Thursday afternoon is fine. Hey, Alex, could you review the entire report before tomorrow's meeting? It's about 40 pages.
I can't go through the full document by tomorrow, but I could review the executive summary and the key recommendations section tonight. Would that cover what you need for the meeting?
Yes, those are actually the most important parts. That would be really helpful.
In both cases, Alex said no to the full request, but offered something real and ended with a question. Jordan felt supported. Alex protected the workload. That's what a professional no looks like. 4 types of no and when to use each one. Type 1, the not right now. No. I'm heads down on X until date. Could we revisit this then? Use this when you genuinely want to help, but the timing is wrong. Could we revisit this on date? You're not closing the door, you're moving it. I can't right now. Closes the door. I'm heads down until Thursday. Could we revisit this then? moves the door. Same no. Completely different feeling. Type 2, the here's who can help number. That's not something I'm able to take on right now, but name might be a great fit. Have you spoken to them? Use this when the request isn't in your scope and you genuinely know who can help. This doesn't work because you are not just saying no, you're solving the problem for them. You're still a team player. You're just not the one doing the task. Type 3, the let's prioritize together. No. I want to help with this. I do want to flag that I'm currently working on X for you. Which one would you like me to prioritize? Use this when the person asking is your manager and both tasks are their requests. This now puts the decision back in their hands. You're not refusing. You're asking them to help you make the right call. Your manager doesn't always know how loaded your plate is. This phrase makes it visible without making it a complaint. That's the key difference. Type 4, the partial yes, no. I can't take on the full thing right now, but I could help with what specific part by date. Would that be useful? Use this when you can't do everything, but you can do something meaningful. Most people asking for help don't need everything, they need the specific part they're stuck on. Offering that part shows you care about the outcome, even when you can't do it all. This is often the most powerful no in this episode because it doesn't feel like a no at all. 3 situations, choose the right type of no. Situation 1. A colleague asks you to join a committee that meets every Tuesday. You're already stretched thin. Don't say, I'm too busy, I can't commit to that. Try this, here's who can help. No. I really appreciate you thinking of me. I'm not in a position to commit to a weekly meeting right now, but NAME has been looking to get more involved in this area. Have you asked them? Situation 2. Your manager asks you to prepare a report by the end of the day. You already have 2 deliverables due today. Don't say, I can't do all of this today. Try this. Let's prioritize together no. I want to make sure I deliver this well. I do want to flag that I have X and Y both due today. Which one would you like me to prioritize? I want to make sure I'm focused on the right thing. Situation 3. A colleague asks you to review their entire 40-page document before tomorrow's meeting. Don't say, I don't have time to read 40 pages. Try this. Partial yes, no. I can't go through the full document by tomorrow, but I could review the executive summary and the key recommendations tonight. Would that cover what you need for the meeting? Notice the pattern. Acknowledge the request first, show you heard them. Be specific about what you can't do and why. Offer something, a date, a person, a part of the task. End with a question, keep them in control. 4 types of no. I'm heads down until date in Kyo. Could we revisit this then? The not right now no. I'm not able to take this on, but name might be a great fit. The here's who can help no. I'm working on X for you. Which one would you like me to prioritize? The let's prioritize. Together no. I can't do the full thing, but I could help with specific part by date. The partial yes, no. Pick one. Use it this week. Here's the key takeaway from today. Saying no isn't the opposite of being a team player. Saying yes to everything and delivering nothing well is. The most respected people at work aren't the ones who say yes to everything. They're the ones whose yes actually means something because they're not afraid to say no. This week, the next time someone asks you for something you can't do, try just one of the four types of no. You don't have to be apologetic, you don't have to over explain, just be specific. Offer something, end with a question. Have you ever said yes to something you should have said no to and regretted it? Tell me in the comments. Next week, how to ask for a raise in English without making it awkward. See you then.